So when nobody tells you, hey, you know what? The fact that you're in pain, like, you're in pain, that's valid. And you don't have to freaking suck it up, and you don't have to hide it, and you don't, maybe it's not safe for you to express that where you are. And a lot of times, unfortunately, the reason that we avoid it, the reason we numb ourselves to it, is because it hurts when you acknowledge it. And also, when you acknowledge it, that leaves you with the responsibility of doing something about it. And a lot of us, we have a hard time with that. We entrench ourselves unknowingly, unwittingly in these situations, and then we can't see a way out. We develop this mindset and mentality of, well, I guess I just have to deal with it. I guess this is just how it is. So I may as well just shut up, suck it up, and suffer with it, right? Because that's what the abuser wants you to do. Okay, that's the programming that a lot of us got as kids or as young adults. That's the message we were given. So what do we do with that? Unfortunately, I know a lot of men who never, ever talk about the abuse they're going through. The only reason I know is because people talk to me. And that is a privilege and an honor. And I do not take it lightly, and I do not take it for granted. There was a time in my life when I thought that it didn't matter and it didn't make a difference. But I was wrong about that. Because here's the thing. There are so many people out there. Maybe you're one of them. Who's in a situation like this and you think, I just got to deal with it. I don't have any other option. Or maybe any other option is so unacceptable that you consciously choose to stay in the one that is destroying you, basically. And you're just treading water, trying to keep your head right above that level, doing whatever you can, fighting it. And you can only do that for so long. Eventually, you get exhausted. And, it's hard for women to find people to connect with and people to talk to about this stuff. And somebody to offer them a different perspective. But I tell you what, in my experience, it's even harder for men. Because men are raised, so many of them, in this culture of you don't talk about your pain because it makes you less of a man. You really ought to be able to suck it up and deal with it. Just accept it. Just deal with it. No. Excuse me, but no. That's not the way this works. Okay? Here's the problem. You have a wound. You don't clean it out. That's going to fester. And it is going to get infected. And it is going to color every part of your life, whether you realize it or not. That's why I advocate therapy for everybody. Because, maybe you don't have a past like mine. Maybe, you're not haven't been in an abusive relationship. Whether that be with parent, sibling, significant other, friend, etc. We all still have wounds. And A lot of us are running around with unhealed wounds, and it's still hurting us. Oh, excuse me. Still hurting us, and it's hurting other people. It's hurting the people around us. We don't even realize it. That was me for a long time. I thought I just had to suck it up and deal with it. I thought, well, pain is just my lot in life, I guess. And you know, my abuser basically told me that. It's like, well, you made your bed, now you gotta lay in it. Excuse you, no. We are not one-trick ponies. Okay? And we are able to change our trajectory whenever we choose. We can't change the past, but we can change how we look at it. We can change how we understand it. We can change what it means to us. Those things we can change. Hang on one second, passing family. You know, we get stuck thinking that our wounds are they're just there. And that's that, and that's the way I am. And there's nothing I can do about it. Except just wall myself off. Well, you could do that. Life is definitely not going to be as colorful as it would be otherwise. And you're going to miss out on a lot. Because when you actually heal from that stuff, it makes you a safer person for yourself, and it makes you a safer person for the people around you too. But when you get caught in that trap of, I just have to accept this, I just have to accept that this hurts, that this, you know, that I'm always going to hurt this way, I'm just going to have to accept maltreatment, I'm always going to have to accept that no, you know what? Choosing to accept it, it's a choice. You can accept that this is how this person is, this is how they are behaving, but you can also say, I have a choice to enable that or not. I have a choice to engage with that or not. I see. I have a choice whether I'm going to continue to engage with that or be around it or what have you, you know? There are always boundaries you can have in life. Always. But I tell you what, life is not always about being in survival mode. Hi, pretty. Hi. Hello. Pretty horse. Hello. Hi. Hello. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hello. Hello. No, I don't have carrots for you. Sorry. Hi. Can I pet you? Oh. Oh, I want that. Let's scratch behind the ear. Let's scratch behind the ear. Yeah. Oh, you're okay. Yes, you're okay. Hey, pretty horses. Yeah. Oh. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Hi. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello, pretty. Hello, pretty. Yes. Hello, pretty. Oh. Off they go. There's their owner. Yeah. I see those horses every time I go past. And this is the first day they've actually come over to say hi. They went over to greet the guy's dog. Anyway, there's more to life than just surviving whatever is hurting. There's way more to life than that. And I don't know, guys. Once you can get out of that, it's a long road. It's a long road. But the key is shifting your perspective of, I guess I just have to deal with this. Just saying this is unacceptable. You know, this is not something that I am going to be part of. I'm not going to enable this in my life anymore. I'm not going to be stepped on. I'm not going to be silenced. I'm not going to be dictated to about what I should think, feel, believe, do, want, etc. Because if you allow somebody to dictate that stuff to you, if you allow somebody to tell you what you can and can't do, who you can and can't spend time with, I'm sorry, but you're living with a dictator, and that's not healthy for anybody. Least of all if you have kids with that person. Like, dude. And those of you who see my videos and you know. And a lot of people I've talked to have seen the damage that it does with the kids and what it sets them up for later in their lives, because they learn that this is acceptable behavior in a partner, and it becomes normal for them. And then so what that does is that perpetrates the cycle of, well, I guess I just have to deal with this. I guess I just have to suck it up and accept this treatment. Because don't talk about your pain. Because if you do, you're a whiner and you're a baby and I refuse to subscribe to that. I refuse to propagate that. You know, I'm working with a couple of people right now who they're very stuck in that mindset. And sometimes they'll go back and forth a little bit, like they'll see it. They'll see that this is not okay. This is just, yeah, I'm accepting being treated as a second-class citizen, as a slave in my own relationship. And I'm being talked down to. I'm not being treated like a human being. Like, they're seeing that and they're understanding that that's not okay. And then something will happen and they'll get turned into the bad guy again. Something. The abuser triggers something. And then they fall right back into the, well, I guess this is just how my life is. I guess this is just how it is. And, oh my gosh, I've got a smudge on here. That's a little bit better. So, it's easy to get stuck in that. And see things as there not being another choice. Oh yay. The lovely, lovely freeway. Just like you can get stuck in a bad pair of running shoes thinking that this is how it is. But I'm gonna tell you something, and this is where this is relevant. This is the first time I'm wearing this pair of shoes. Okay? These ones right here. And this is the first time that I have worn shoes that don't cause a pinch in like how everything is compressed inside of my foot, down in my toe box area, down at the pinky, I guess at the ball of the foot. So they don't give up hope, you know. If you can, you know, if I can find a pair of shoes that fits my feet, and I don't just have to accept that running shoes are gonna hurt my feet, if I don't have to just accept that, you don't have to accept the stuff that gets thrown your way either. You don't have to accept that you are stuck in it. You know? I will never forget this to the day I die. I was told to stop giving my power away. And I'm gonna tell you, that translates to like freaking everything in life, man. Everything in life. Because when you give up on trying to better yourself and your life, if you give up, that's when you give your power away. When you put that in somebody else's hands and make them responsible for how you feel and what you're gonna do, you give your power away.
You know what?
So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do because I have my own agenda. Because whatever I'm wanting to do pushes me towards something that I want in my life. And for myself, you know, or even just to have some sort of quality that I want to have. I could give up on running. I could give up on finding the right shoes. I could give up on learning to breathe correctly when I run, enabling me therefore to run longer and better, and yeah. I could give up on all that stuff. I could say, oh, I can't do it. But that would be wrong. And not so much wrong as morally wrong, but that would be wrong as in it would be incorrect. Because the only reason I can't is because I say I can't. If I really wanted to bad enough, I could go design and make my own pair of shoes. If I really wanted to bad enough, I could do the research. Lots of traffic out here today. I like it. You know? We have so many excuses. We are so wrapped up in our own stuff. That we let go of what we could be. We let go of the ways that we could grow. The ways we could become better. The ways our lives could change. If we just decided to say, you know what? No, I'm not going to accept this crap. I deserve to be treated like a human being. And you know what? I'm going to friggin' find a way. You know, I'm not somebody's property. I'm not here to accept abuse and propagate it, even through not saying anything about it. I'm staying with the abuser for the kids. I get everybody's situation is different. I get there's a cost associated to everything. Trust me, I know that. It might be more extreme for one person than the next. But that's life. I mean, you gotta choose what you're gonna do with the hand you're dealt. And, you know, if you stay in that, after you realize that you have options, after you realize that you don't have to stay in that, then you're making that choice. I stayed to give my abuser chances to fix what was going on, chances to treat me like a human being. But after that, after it was proven that there was going to be no change, I left. So there are a lot of stages in this. There's a lot of stages in getting the tools and being able to move forward, gaining those skills. So no matter where you are in that journey, though, don't give up. Just don't give up. Because there is more out there for you. No matter how old you are, no matter where you're at, no matter what you got going on, there's always more. All right, guys, you take care.